All right, everyone, this is our little YouTube special. A big thing happened this week, and if you're a movie fan or a comic book fan or just a nerd in general, new trailer, I believe the last trailer for Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, Chapter 1, the beginning, came out, and everyone's all talking about it, so we figured we'd share our thoughts on the trailer a little bit, as per Schweitzer's request. So, since this is kind of you're doing, Schweitzer, what do you have to say about the trailer?
Well,
thank you for your input, Bubs. What do you have to say about it? Sorry, go ahead.
I was just okay about it. I when it was done, I thought, okay, the last bit at the end where Wonder Woman makes her appearance, I thought that was the best part. But everything else just had me a bit, come on. Like, there should be more of a story in here somewhere, and I feel like there still isn't.
Well, a lot of people are complaining that the trailer pretty much showed off the entire movie.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying, well, we don't need to watch the movie now because we know exactly what happens.
Yeah, like, they're not going to go watch it.
Oh, they're still going to watch it, but people are saying that. And I guess I agree. I mean, at the end, they showed that big monster who I guess is Doomsday.
Yeah, that's who everyone's saying it is, and I tend to agree it's probably Doomsday.
Dr. Doomsday?
And that he wasn't announced before, was he? Like, this is the first we've heard that he's in this movie?
Yeah, this is the first I've heard of Doomsday being in this movie at all, because there are all sorts of rumors that, well, not rumors, that it was going to be Wonder Woman 2, then there's going to be Aquaman, and then there's going to be Cyborg, and General Zod's going to be in it again, and I just thought, okay, you've got all this stuff, and maybe the Joker might show up.
Well, they teased that in the trailer.
Jason Todd will show up, but where the hell is the plot? How can you fit all these characters into an intricate story that makes me say, wow?
I've accepted the fact that movie trailers for big movies like this are never going to tell you the plot anymore because they don't need to. Mm-hmm. It's all about building hype. It's what The Force Awakens has done. The same thing. They don't care about telling people what the movie's about. They just want to build hype. They want to promote their hashtag. They want you to go to their Facebook page and share their pictures. It's not about, giving you a little taste of the movie. It's about, hey guys, Star Wars. You like Star Wars, right?
It's clickbait, so you can go to all these BuzzFeed sites and click on the little articles and lists and all this other shit about them. Too.
Yeah,
right.
I actually saw something like that earlier today. It was an article on Bleeding Cool, and it said, J.J. Abrams reveals who the main character is in The Force Awakens. And I just commented, why wouldn't I just watch the movie to find out?
Because I have to know now! Well, that reminds me, it reminds me a lot of what a lot of these, because I look up wrestling news for the Ring Crew, mm-hmm. and what Ring Crew does, what wrestling websites do a lot is they'll have an interview with John Cena, and they'll say, like, the headline of the article will be, will John Cena be leaving the WWE this week? And then you read the article and be like, we asked John Cena if he would leave the WWE soon. He said no. Like, that's what they do, and that's what this is for this, too. It's like, so BuzzFeed can put out an article saying, you won't believe who shows up in the new Batman trailer.
Right.
Like, that's why they do this. So it doesn't bother me that this is the new age of trailers and you don't get any information about it. But at the same time, the whole, we're not going to tell you what's going on, we just want to build hype, that does nothing for me. This trailer did nothing for me. I don't want to see the movie. I actually kind of want to see it less for a couple reasons, but nothing about this movie made me go, oh, I can't wait to see this.
My question is Lex Luthor a transgender meth addict now?
Well, I want to talk about Lex Luthor, but before that, it's the scene where Clark meets Bruce for the first time, and I'm like, okay, well, first of all, if Clark's this reporter for the past 3 years, how does he not know who one of the richest men in the world is? It's Bruce Wayne. It's like, who's this? But then you have to remember, he never went to journalism school. He worked on a fucking fishing boat.
Right.
Yeah, apparently you get hired to the biggest newspaper in Metropolis if you work on a trolley.
But doesn't he just do like small fluff pieces for that paper anyway? He's not like a main reporter like Lois Lane is.
Well, he's sent to Lex Luthor's press conference to interview Bruce Wayne. I mean, that's pretty big.
I'm sure Lois Lane just called in sick.
And I gotta say, I'm not big on Ben Affleck playing Batman. I'm really not.
No.
But I did like the scene where they're having that little tete-a-tete out of costume, and like the music is escalating. It's like, oh wow, this is pretty interesting. And then, you know, straight out of in the same fashion of fucking John Travolta in Battlefield Earth, here comes Jesse Eisenberg as, oh, Bruce and Clark. Oh, I'm so happy to meet you. And it's like, what have you done to Lex Luthor? And then it's like the whole, that's quite a grip, Mr. Kent. Don't get in a fight with this guy.
Yeah.
Lex Luthor's
subtle, Zack Snyder. Real fucking subtle.
Lex Luthor's a millennial now, so he's not a big tough guy anymore. He's got to be.
Oh my god.
A weenie now.
Yeah, Superman's gonna punch him right back into his safe space.
Yeah.
No, but I think Aaron Eisenberg he plays Nog on Deep Space Nine. Jesse Eisenberg, he should play Lex Luthor. No. Well, he's kind of a Ferengi in a way, the Lex Luthor billionaire businessman.
Yeah.
No, but Jesse Eisenberg is the worst part of this trailer. Like, I'm fine if they want to take Lex Luthor in a new direction, but he was so obnoxious.
Yeah.
And he was all over this trailer. Like, it's a 3-minute trailer. He's probably got 40, 50 seconds of time in it. Like, he talks a lot in it. He's so obnoxious. I think we learned, I didn't see it, but I think we learned from American Ultra that Jesse Eisenberg should not do comedy. He's not funny. He's a very serious actor, and like, he's just obnoxious in this.
And where's Otis, damn it?
What?
Otis.
Luthor's assistant in the first and second Superman.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh god, it's been so long since I've seen Superman 2, I don't even remember it. Yeah, they teased the Joker at one point. I think Batman, there's like a sign with graffiti on it that says like "Joke's on you, Batman" or something like that.
It's actually a Robin costume.
Oh, is it? I just saw it briefly, but they teased.
No, I paused and you can see the R on it.
Oh, okay.
Yay.
Well, is this movie? My question is this movie going to suffer from Spider-Man 3 syndrome, where they try to shove in so many characters that they're all competing for screen time, and it ends up being a big clusterfuck?
Well, the problem with Spider-Man 3 in that regard was that Sam Raimi never wanted to do Venom in that movie, and then they shoved him in, and then they made him totally unlike Venom, because every time he spoke, they had to show that it was Topher Grace. It's like, we know who he is. But with this, I don't know, it feels like they are so desperate to catch up to Marvel and the Avengers of their cinematic universe that they're just kind of like, look, here they all are. Oh, okay, like, why need movies to introduce these guys? They're already here, let's go.
Well, that's what everyone's saying, and I think it's definitely a valid point, is that Marvel got started on their cinematic universe like a decade ago, and they've got all these movies, and they've already got 2 Avengers movies out now, and DC doesn't have like 1 Justice League movie, and their plans to do like Green Lantern, that got screwed up because that was a piece of shit, and nobody liked. Well, I guess some people liked it, but nobody with half a brain liked Man of Steel. So that was a disaster. So they're like, we got to do this. We got to like fast track this.
Yeah.
And it's like, now we got to move with Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. He wasn't in the trailer, but Aquaman is in it. Possibly the Joker, Doomsday. I mean, how many more characters can you fit into this friggin' movie? How long is this movie gonna be? Like 4 hours long?
And I wonder, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna do individual movies for each character? And if they do, are they gonna do a sequel, or are they gonna do like a prequel origin stories with them?
I don't know. You know what? If they want to do Justice League, just do Justice League.
Yeah.
I mean, just do it. People know who Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman are.
Yeah.
Who else is in the Justice League? A Green Lantern?
Green Lantern, you've got Hawkman or Hawkgirl, the Flash, and the Martian Manhunter.
Okay, Martian Manhunter. First, they want to introduce him. Does he need his own movie to introduce him?
I don't think so.
Okay, Hawkman. He's a guy who dresses like a hawk. Mm-hmm. I mean, do you really need a whole movie to introduce that character? You could. I mean, you know the main characters. You know the main characters. Why do they need to make movies for these ones? Just do Justice League. Yeah, money. But if this is all leading to Justice League, just fucking do it.
I know.
Just do it.
I mean, to be fair, when they made the Justice League cartoon series, they only had the Batman and the Superman TV series beforehand to go on. They didn't have a whole Flash animated series. They just introduced the characters and they had good stories.
What a concept.
And if you don't want character overload, then just do a Justice League with Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman and make it so that the rest join in the sequel. You don't have to have them all done right away. I mean, I just don't understand the way DC is doing things. And I'm by no means a Marvel fanboy. I think if I had to pick between Marvel and DC, because apparently on the internet you have to pick sides in stuff like this, but I guess I would pick Marvel over DC. But I don't know. It's just the last couple years, it seems like they've been making just really bizarre decisions, not just with movies, but with comics too. I mean, the whole New 52 thing was pretty much a flop, wasn't it?
It's
like you said. Didn't they start like 52 new series and only like 10 of them are still going?
More or less, yeah. I mean, they're at the point where they've been doing it for about 3 years or something like that, and I'm only following just a handful of comics from DC, and even then, it's kind of like, do I really want to keep going?
Mm-hmm. One more thing, I think the last thing I have to say, and this is kind of a personal thing, but when it comes to Batman, in my mind, there's two Batmen. There's Batman when he's just in Arkham City, or in Gotham, fighting the Joker, punching thugs, fighting crime. And then there's Batman who goes into space and fights aliens. That's like the DC universe Batman where he teams up with the Justice League all the time. That Batman I don't care about. I don't care about Batman the second he leaves Gotham. Maybe that's a personal thing, but like I've watched. I think it was they did like an animated movie called Superman Doomsday or something like that.
Yeah.
Where Batman literally goes to another planet to fight aliens. I do not give a shit about that.
Well, see, that was the nice thing about the Batman lore in the series is that most of the characters are grounded in some way in reality. Most of them are just insane or mutations or something grounded in reality based. Problem with Superman is you start dealing with aliens and different dimensions and everything else, and it muddies up the water. So yeah, I'm like you. I like the simplicity of just a straightforward Batman universe. They're like, really, they shouldn't even be together. They keep them separate. But
yeah, I agree, and that sours me on this movie to begin with. But this trailer did nothing to change that. I'm probably going to see it because, it's a big movie and we're going to want to talk about it on the show. But I'm not looking forward to it.
Maybe we'll get lucky and have enough scene points to go for free.
Yeah, probably. We go like every week.
Like Fantastic Four. I didn't pay for that.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Anything else you have to say, Schweitzer, about this trailer?
The more stuff I hear about it, the more articles, the more clickbait, the less and less I want to see it. And that's incredibly sad because I'm a guy who, as a little kid, was so disappointed because my parents wouldn't let me at age 6 see Batman Returns.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's about it for our thoughts on the Batman Superman trailer. If you want to hear our latest episode, which will be our big Rocky extravaganza, where we review Creed and talk about Rockies 1 through Balboa, you can go to facebook.com/basementvagrants, where you can find all of our episodes and other stuff uploaded. Thanks for coming to our YouTube channel. We're going to put out hopefully more short little clips like this, so thanks for supporting the podcast.
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.